She needs to come up. Hey folks, it's going here. So I'm live right now. As I said, if you, I'll show you. There's a video I done earlier, showing that as I see when Mikey Smith just bought himself a telescope. So I decided to get mine out. Well, one of mine, I have a Solomark 70 by 700, and I thought I would check it out. So we're gonna check out the moon like Mikey is. So the setup is I have my Solomark here. The moon is over there. Just kind of, obviously you can see it there. It's low on the horizon, orange and all. We're gonna find it in the telescope here. So I have to bring my scope around. So I'm gonna set this up here. Get it fixed on there. Of course, it ain't gonna work, but I want it to work. Why would it? Bear with me. Yeah, it's better. How's it going? How's everybody going? Hopefully everybody can hear me. So right here you're seeing that the moon through a Solomark 70 by 700 millimeter telescope. So you can get it focused in a bit better. That's a bit better. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually record this. Come on. As you want to be taking that one. Bring this back over. Right, so I'm going to record this now. And I'll put up some pictures and some video of once I've processed this through my software. Now, this isn't the best telescope. I have a better one on the side, but I'm doing this because I see Mikey Smith, who's a flat earther, is doing his observations in Canada tonight. He's got a similar sized telescope, and I want to see his way versus my way on which is better. Hey Jeff, see, how's it going? So yeah, I'm just doing this because I see Mikey Smith's got himself a 80 by 90 by 800 telescope, and I want to. He's going to be doing the moon if he can in Canada, so I thought maybe I would get some observations with my Solomark 70 by 700 telescope. I want to see. The difference is I have an equatorial mount. He doesn't. I have a planetary camera. He's using his cell phone. Oh, I'm also using a laptop, I guess, as well. As well as I'll be I'm recording these, and I'll be running it through my astrophotography software. So this is my backup telescope. This isn't my good one. And the moon is really, really low. There's the Tycho crater there, if anybody wants to know. So this is how fast the moon moves when you're zoomed in for fairly good. It's over the moon, and this is obviously due to the rotation of the Earth that you get this movement. So let's see if Mikey can match my observations. Now, as I said, this moon's quite low, and there's a little bit of cloud cover there. It's kind of blocking it a little bit. It's just giving it that hue, but it looks kind of nice. I kind of wish I had another telescope out here to have much better observations. Looks not too bad in the camera there, though. Hopefully everybody's hearing me. I did test this before I did this, so. Now I'm doing this because Mikey Smith has been ducking and dodging and now has blocked me from even commenting on his videos or anything because he's scared of my observations. So what I'm going to do instead, because I can still see his videos, is I'm going to see what he gets if he gets his the moon tonight with his telescope, and I'm going to compare it with mine. We're going to do like that instead. So here's obviously the moon again. Too bright. I'm going to take it down some. That's probably better. Better contrast on that. There we are. So this is just a little like offhanded live I'm doing, only because I'd seen that and we have a clear night and I can actually see the sun and the moon, and I can get my, it's quick and easy to get this telescope out. I don't have to do any adjustments and stuff before I use it. I don't have to collimate this one, so we can have a refractor. There's no collimation. Nice thing about refractors. Alright, so we're gonna see if we can get some good observations here. I should just use a touch screen. I'm not sure how well focused that is, but it looks good in the camera. Hello, Ramon. How's it going? Ramon? And yeah. So we got the moon here in a Solomark 70 millimeter telescope. Through a SV Bony 205 planetary camera. I don't know if I can get that focused in a bit better. Yeah, we're just looking at a see how well these go. I can get better observations with my other telescope, but I'm not bringing it out tonight. We're just doing the cheap and cheerful one tonight. That's pretty damn good. I'm gonna have to keep it at that. That doesn't get any better. The focus. I think if we try to mess with it too much. Oh, that might be better there. Yeah, so in this so if anybody's interested, there's a Tycho crater down there. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure Apollo not land up in this area here, I believe. So one of them did. Sea tranquility and stuff there, so. There's some cloud cover over there, but I think that's just what you're gonna get with this, with how low that is. Anybody in the chat there? We got there 503 frames. This is just an impromptu live. And it wasn't actually meaning to go live tonight. My regular lives are are Sundays and Wednesdays. I was on Sunday because I had some family stuff to take care of. And tonight was just kind of impromptu. I don't know how long I'll be on, sort of thing. I might see if I can lighten that up a bit. I'll go one up and see what happens. I think it blows that out. We're gonna take it down again. It's just too much. Actually buffers on that one, huh? See the Tycho crater. Oh, what do we have there? Got some leaves in the way there. It's unfortunate, isn't it? Let's try the other way. I'm gonna go up to the top then. That moon will go above that tree eventually, but I've got some leaves in there. Yeah, I got some leaves in the way there. So it's giving some weird shadows. Looks cool, but so yeah, this is the moon. We're looking through a Solomark 7700, which is a 70 millimeter aperture, 700 millimeter focal length. I'm looking at the moon. The moon is rather low on the sky. I think they call it a fox moon. And yeah, I am recording it on my camera as well, on my laptop, in which I will actually process this through some astrophotography software, and we'll get some sharper images. I'll stack it and stuff. So we'll you watch for that. I have a playlist of astrophotography in which I can I do put these up on. I got some more I need to put up on still, but let's see if we get the Tycho crater here. We're going to take that back. Ooh. And there we are. So look at the Tycho crater, which is right there. The moon is like that color because with it being so low on the horizon, we're looking through quite a bit of atmosphere. But looking at the moon, you get a little bit of aberration, but the atmosphere looks fairly stable. Sometimes you'll get it where the moon's really wavy, and that's just where you got a lot of disturbance in the atmosphere. But it's not looking too bad tonight. I'm going back up. I'm gonna go over here and see if we can get more of this Tycho crater on that side of the moon. No, that's above that tree. And we'll see here. Now, doing this astrophotography, it takes up a buttload of room, and so be careful because I can fill my hard drive up real fast doing these. So essentially, right now I'm taking lots of pictures. There's lots, a video is just a series of pictures. That's what I'm doing right now, and then I can take those and I can actually align them and stack them. All right, so fill the memory up a bit here, which is why it's doing that. As the moon goes higher up, I will get, obviously it gets a bit clearer, so. If I was using a big telescope, I'd probably be getting maybe a lot clearer, sharper images. But it's fun sometimes to try something like the smaller, more beginner telescopes like the one I'm using now. I'm just going to see what you can get with just like a beginner scope. So yeah, we're going to just, this is probably going to shorter live. It's already 1:15 midnight. And I said I didn't plan on being on this. And I probably got a lot of stuff to do. I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. I got some repairs and stuff to do, so. Yeah, I should have buffered there again. Yeah, I'm filling my memory up a bit. But this computer writes pretty quick compared to old computers, so. I'm going to try the top of the moon. I want to do that. I want to get some of the edges because you can get some of the shadows then. Right in there, I see some of those craters. Fantastic. I want some of those there. And you're getting shadows and stuff in here. See these in here? You can see them. There are craters right in there, and you can see the sun is hitting the back edge where it was dark on the side. You get in the shadow, and that's because obviously the sun's hitting it from that side. It's a full moon, so. In here too, you can see where some of the craters are, and there's a shadow there where the sun's hitting. Where it's further down the crater, you do not get sunlight. I'm filling my memory up, aren't I? Trying to drop frames. Drop 30 frames there. I hate when it does that. Alright. Starting to drop frames again. There we are. What you'll notice with this one here is actually because the way it's sitting, I'm actually not getting a lot of aberration. Part of it is I have a proper camera. You watch Mikey Smith's, and I'll be if I can see his, I will do a comparison. I'll put this up in the video, and you'll probably see a lot of chromatic aberration because he's using a cell phone, which isn't designed for doing this. As well as I don't know if he knows, he doesn't know how to use the optics properly. How I know this because when I started out, I was running a Samsung S20 FE and using this telescope, and I did notice I was getting that chromatic aberration, the weird colors and stuff shining on the moon. And I looked into it because I was wondering, what am I seeing? Why is it doing that? That's when I realized I was just using. I don't know how, it's a beginner scope. I was obviously running through a eyepiece. So I'm applying Plossy eyepieces, which are not too bad, but you're just getting a lot more optics. You're getting a lot more lenses, and so you're going to get some chromatic aberration. Using the planetary camera, you won't get that so much because I'm taking out an eyepiece. I'm using a camera. So it's just a sensor and one lens that's in the front, or well, actually, there's a few lenses in the front, the big ones, as well as the prism inside. I think this would be a prism in this one, so. Prism this way? Yeah, it's round, yeah. I'll do a few more here. I'm going to record a few more, and then we'll just kind of do this. And so all I'm really doing here is I'm just wanting to get some observations, do a live recorded. That'd be cool to have a live. And then I'll do a video comparing Mikey Smith's observations if he gets in with his telescope, and we'll see. His telescope is brand new. He just opened it up today, and mine is a couple years old and tends to sit in a case because I have a bigger, better scope that I like to use. If I really wanted to be a jerk, I could go and got my daughter's telescope. She's got a really cheap entry level one that she's never used. She lost it for a while, but it's just like a really pretty much more of a rangefinder scope. It's just a finder scope, but it's cool. It's good probably for doing like more bird watching and stuff, but for a kid, it's alright. It's pretty basic, like basic. So basic, I'll probably go with a planetary camera on it. I'd have to use my phone and hold it up. But it might be interesting to try that one night. Don't really have anybody in, but I'm doing this more for a video than for live. Nobody really knew I was doing this live. And that's okay. I'll give it a few more minutes, but I'm going to call it there, I think. We're going to see what observations I have compared to Mikey Smith. I'm kind of matching him as I'm using my mobile phone. to record what we see on a planetary camera. So I think we'll call it even. He's using a phone to record from his telescope, and I'm using a phone to record my planetary camera. So I think that's fair. Don't you? Still recording the moon. Oops. Don't bump your telescope. So this, my friends, is the moon. It's moving very slowly across there. Very, very cool. I might do one more here. There's the edges there. And if I put my phone around, you will see it start moving across the screen. And recording, I'm at 500 and 600 frames now. I'll process these maybe tomorrow, so we'll see. Processing moon is kind of fun. It doesn't take honestly, it doesn't take a lot. It just does, but there's a lot to process. And I don't have it quite this orange, so I don't know if I've processed ones with the software, not with this computer, definitely with this telescope. So it should be fun. As with this telescope, I'm not zoomed in, and not zoomed in. I'm not nearly as cinched into the moon. My other one, because it's bigger, it has a larger focal length, longer focal length, and bigger aperture. And how it is, I end up getting like a lot closer. Like I'm like really, really close to the moon. But I can get some really mad detail. But where this one's fun is that I am getting, it's further back, so I'm getting kind of more of the moon's surface at once, but I'm probably not getting as great detail. So some of my videos are my moon videos, like my Ode to the Moon or something, or Ballad to the Moon video. You can see a lot more detail, but it's a lot closer. But it's so this one here should be a little more different. Should be kind of cool. I will tag Mikey into this as well. I think Mikey might enjoy this. Or not. We'll see. But we will see. Anybody thinks that Mikey is going to enjoy these videos? I'll probably change the description on this video. Something like, since Mikey Smith is scared to compare observations, I decided to do it for him. What Mikey Smith is running away from. Something like that. One of 106, 102 gigabytes left free. Yeah, I'm going to leave it here for a bit because I'm going to run out of freaking space to do anything on this laptop. Yeah, call it that. Look, I have completed what I set out to do, which was to get the moon in my telescope. To wait a little bit, since it didn't rise until after midnight here, but high enough for me to see it. But yeah, thanks everybody who popped in and say hello real quick. Join me tomorrow. I should hopefully be live for my Wacko Wednesday, and fingers crossed. Mikey Smith will have done his observations. I will get those tomorrow if I can, and I will be comparing them to these. I will have obviously this video, this live stream, as well as I'll put my video up where it shows him opening it. If anybody hasn't seen Mikey Smith opening his telescope, I might do a bit more commentary on that. And then any of his observations, we can compare, and I'll even use this live stream as part of my video. So we'll leave it at that there. I'll stop messing around with my telescope because I'm just faffing now. This is for the sake of faffing. And yeah, let's see how much Mikey's running away. As well as I'll tag into this video in the description the video of after I've processed all these. So look for that. I will tag it in this one and the video where I put it up. So we'll see. I'll tag a few. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. Thanks for everybody coming in. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, I like that, Silent Dave. Telescope in my. This is only a little Solomark 70 millimeter by 700 focal length. Just a little beginner telescope. Something quickly I pulled out. I didn't feel like pulling out my reflector and collimating it, so thanks for that. Okay. All right. That would be it. So don't forget, my friends, follow me tomorrow. Come check out my live 9 p.m. UK time, UK standard, I believe, because we're in spring and summer now. And yeah, we'll be check out Wacko Wednesday. We'll check out a few different things and see what we go in here. Waiting for Mikey's sperm video. Well, Mikey's just got himself his telescope, hasn't he? So I thought I'd pull out my old telescope. I got an old. I've had this one for a few years. It's the closest thing I have that's to what he's got. It's a bit smaller, but I don't think it matters. His firmament built video there, Dave. I've already debunked that. I've already shown what he's looking at. And honestly, all it is just the Milky Way galaxy, the arm of the galaxy we're in, and seeing the stars and the galactic dust. And he's took on his computer, zoomed in that much to it that it just looks all distorted. Yeah. So I've challenged Mikey to come on and have a little discussion, and he has blocked and ran away from me on two of my channels. So even tonight when he was opening his telescope, I was just asking what kind of telescope he's got, stuff like that. And I realized that somebody was deleting my comments as I was putting it on. Just asking, wasn't even challenging them, just asking these simple questions, and they were deleting my channel, my comments. Or shadow banned. Actually, it's probably shadow banned because I realized CK couldn't see my comments when I said hello to her. So yeah, he's that much for chicken shit. He's got me shadow banned so that I can't even comment on his videos or his lives because he's scared that I'll say something that'll disprove him. All right, I'm what's that? Could be DJ New Moon. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said I went on this channel a while back. I was commenting a bunch, asking why he's running away from me, and then I was like, why he's not even looking at me? He's reading other comments. And then when I went on my other channel and looked on there, and I looked at the comments and realized I couldn't see them. And I realized they're probably. And then my other channel that normally I could comment because they didn't know it was me, but I was asking why they're running away from this channel, and now I'm shadow banned on that one. So I could be really cheeky. I got another one I could use that's like completely unrelated to any flat Earth, and just comment and see what he says. But I could do that. I still could. I always use my kids one as well. Probably DJ Newman, or it could be Sam, because I think Sam commented once on one of my videos and wanted me to come around to his live. And I said to him, "Why doesn't he come to mine?" But he didn't want to. He wants to have it where he's got freaking Matthew Keem and DJ New Moon and all them in there to mute and block me. They are cowards, yeah. I might go into Sam's live anyways, as long as I'm live. Make sure I'm like recording, so that way when they do all the derpy crap, I can have some content. If I'm gonna go into the and go in for a ball kicking, might as well at least get some content out of it. Matthew Keem's a freaking dumbass anyways. That guy's thicker than a sock of hammers. Crap. He's so dumb. The only thing is, his little giggle just want to reach through there and just freaking like, he's definitely got a punchable face. Yeah, Keem, that guy deserves. I'm not a really violent person, but if I ran into Matthew Keem's his little thing, I'd probably freaking like cave his head in. So. It'd probably actually make him smarter. Flying through reconnaissance isn't too bad. He's thick too, but I think he's a bit more respectful. And DG New Moon's just a freaking scam artist, so. There's somebody else to hang out. Well, they're not hanging out with Ironworks anymore, so. They had a big falling out, didn't they? Yeah, well, I got 102 gigabytes left in my laptop, yeah. I'm gonna have to process these, put them up. So I can open up some hardware space. Oh, no, hard drive space. I think I might have to ask for an external hard drive to put my stuff on. Thanks, Calder. This is using a telescope that's similar to what Mikey's got, but I've had this for a few years, and I'm using a probably superior camera, and I actually know what the fuck I'm doing, so that helps. At least I do the moon. The moon's easy. Check out when I'll do a video. If Mikey does his, I'll do a comparison. And I'm also I've recorded these to run through my software, astrophotography software. So I'll be stacking them and processing them. So they'll look better in this. They'll look not too bad, but they'll probably look a bit better. Not as good as my other ones, but still. Yeah, I have a I just have a Solomark 70 by 700, and no, you won't. And then I also have a Celestron Astromaster 130 Newtonian. That's my primary ones. Yeah, on the Celestron. This is my backup. This is my beginner scope that now sits in the hallway in a box in a case. No, Mikey would definitely won't use his correctly. He's gonna strap his. I know what he's gonna do. I can tell you exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna put his crap. Stop bumping that. He'll put his cell phone on as he does, and then he'll zoom in the cell phone as much as he can. He'll probably have his Barlow because he's got 3 times Barlow, so he'll probably use his Barlow with his highest powered eyepiece, and then he'll zoom it all in, and then he'll claim he sees the firmament, or he'll claim this is what stars look like, but he'll probably have it all. Won't even have it probably focused. I'd be surprised he even gets focus as good as this. I mean, here I can see all the craters along here, and I can see the shadows in them. So I'd be surprised if you can even see that. And the moon isn't very high for me, and there is actually a little bit of cloud around it. But I think you can zoom in with this. Can you? Oh, you can. Look at that. Yeah, so Mikey be doing shit like this. Oh, what happened there? Oh, looks pretty good. Oh. Hey, Illusion, how's it going? Started with the Nikon D series. Yeah. There's a good DSLRs that can do some really good astrophotography. The P1000 can, if you know how to use it right. With the D5700, yeah. But the P1000 is on was a point and shoot camera. It's never meant for. It's not a professional DSLR. Like I have a Sony A380 that obviously the lenses come off. It attaches. I can actually get a adapter that can put it on a telescope and use that. So, is someone say moon? HK. I'm doing I want to see how good Mikey can get his telescope. I'm gonna compare it with my entry level one that I have. Yeah, Dave. Silent Dave. Yeah, my A380. I bought it used off of eBay, so I didn't pay a lot of money for it. It's already an old camera, anyways, but it does. I bought a nice lens for it. Doesn't he like his new? Oh, I know. I didn't watch the full stream. H Kane. I only watched just a little bit past after he had this phone call when he was opening the telescope. But yeah, I was surprised he bought a telescope. I thought him and Sam and all them. I thought the telescopes had chips in them from NASA, and that they're all corrupt. I thought Mikey thought that his 80 by 20 celestial and binoculars were like the bee's knees. Well, AHK, I hope that Mikey does his moon stuff, because that's why I'm out here. I'm out here getting the moon, so that way when Mikey gets his, I can get his video and I can finally do the comparison that he's been running from for the last like few months. Yeah, I don't know. He might yeah, honestly, I seen part of his unboxing, and yeah, he was messing around with the phone mount and stuff like that. Well, exactly. Look, as long as he has fun with it, and that's the whole point. Like this guy here, I have. I can show you what I have. This is my entry level one. I have a similar tripod that Mikey has. A similar finder scope, which is garbage. These are this kind for the moon's okay. You can kind of get it tuned in all right for that, but to use this to get precisely on stars, it's freaking shite. And then if you're pointed up, you gotta kind of cock your head. Oh, it's just I don't like this, but I tried to get a different one, like an upgraded one, but one I found didn't work for this, but worked great for the Astromaster. And then this is where the difference is that Mikey won't have. This is a killer for Mikey right there. There you are. So that's what I'm using right now. Hey Andy, how's it going? Oh, you're losing the moon. Get back here. Hey Andy. So I seen Mikey got his new telescope, so I pulled out my old telescope, and Mikey says go look at the moon. So I decided to look at the moon with a similar telescope that I have. And I want to compare and see what Mikey's got is going to come up with. Now I might be cheating a little bit as I'm using a planetary camera. Illusion for me, well, I'm hoping to get a you get the tracker motor for the CQ3 Celestron mounts, the EQ mounts, which I have on my Astromaster. I'm hoping to get one of those. You know, the one that can do the not declination, the like follow. So I'll hopefully get that end of this month. But yeah, this guy, I'm not getting any tracking mount on this thing. It's a cheap freaking entry level little EQ mount. It does okay, but yes, if I can get the tracking motor for the CQ two or three I have the CQ mount for the for my Celestron, then that'd be cool. I'll be able to get some deep sky stuff with that. I was trying to do tracking by hand. It's a pain in the ass. I've tried it. It's possible, but it's a pain. All hail the moon. Yeah. Honestly, folks, if you look where the moon is, a telescope, I'm gonna lose it soon behind these trees, anyways. So I'm surprised you don't see any leaves yet in this. Probably do if I track over that way. You might see leaves start showing up in my No, not yet. Soon. I think you're still in live there, Andy, but many pictures you sent me, I've decided to, I've used as a background on my phone. It looks awesome. And I made sure your name's still on it so people know I didn't take the picture, it's somebody else. But yeah, it looks actually quite nice. Were those done with like some of those shots? Were they done with like did you take a series of shots and do stacking and processing, or was it just long exposure with like a freaking like killer freaking zoom, killer lens and a killer camera? All from your Facebook, are they? All right. All a bit of both, yeah. There's some of the ones over the water and stuff like that. Like they were pretty nice. I liked them. Foreground shot, a sky and a sky shot. That's tracked and blended. Ah, right, yes. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the lighting ones, yeah, you can just do like depending what you're looking for, how the exposure and your aperture, and on your fucking can't think of it, but yeah, foreground and then the sky shots. Okay, all right, yeah, that's cool. What time is it? I have to get into call it here soon, folks. Oh, that see, look, I'm losing the moon. It's gonna get worse. There's like loads of trees over that way, so that's just the ones right here. But there's a massive tree over there, so. Yeah, I was thinking that, Andy. I was thinking, you know what? It might be something for me to, if I can attempt here and there. I said I don't have near the equipment you do, or the probably the experience, but you know what? I might see what I can try and see what happens, and if it's garbage, well, just it's just some digital data that I can, so well, you never know. Never know. I might get something out of it. Might be able to figure something out. Yeah, my moon's going away. Look pretty cool though. I'll do more of these astrophotography ones now, like this lives. Now that my phone, I have live access. But I'll get the bigger telescope out. We'll do some planets and some stars. I will tag Mikey in all of them so that way he can have a little look. I know he won't even see me anyways, but whatever. I'll tag Sam, Flat Earth Reconnaissance in him too, unless he's got me blocked. What's that? Record your video. Record your videos on your camera 100 frames per second. 2 minutes will give you loads of frames to stack. All right. Oh yeah, I'll try that. Yeah, my DLSR doesn't do videos. It's too old. It's let's say it's 8380, so it didn't do videos, but I can do long exposures on them. So I'll try that. Lucky imaging. Yeah, I have learned a little bit of lucky imaging. I kind of do that with astrophotography because I don't have a tracking mount. So oh right, the camera I'm using now. Hopefully, like I said, going down in to Brixton Harbor and stuff in August. Hopefully, I can take a telescope and everything with me if I have the room in the car, and then I'll definitely do that then. Hopefully, I can take the big scope, but if not, if I can even get this one in, that might be I'll get some good stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Andy, I do. Well, I do obviously. Smash photography with this, so I got all the program and everything. I'm using sharp caps right now, so I can do all the images. I've done a bunch of the moon tonight, but I'm running low on space, so the Milky Way car has plenty of good stuff in it. Oh, good. I'll definitely try that. Yeah. Well, I'm actually hoping. I'm hoping the summer that coming up here next month or so, I'll go out to the uh, observatory and me doing some stuff out there. Cause it's a little darker. I've got too much light pollution in the city, but and I'll get some Milky Way then. So I'll get some practice before I go down to Brixton Harbor. I'll go down to the coast. Right. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I probably should head to bed. I get up in the morning. So nice talking again, Andy. Definitely, one time you want to ever come on live and you want to just come have a little chat or something like that, just hit me up in the emails. We'll set something up. I use something like what's one? I think it's called Stream Ninja or something like that. Yeah, well, if you ever fancy having a chat, we'll talk about some photography and astrophotography and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. But I'm gonna end it here for now, folks, and we will see you tomorrow. Oh, okay, all right, Andy. Yeah, for sure. I'll double check, make sure it's on there. I'll get it and I'll stick it in my phone so that and then we can message and stuff. We'll work something out, right, buddy? All right. See, you can see my face, can you? All right. I will see you all later. Thanks for coming in, and hopefully I should be on tomorrow night. So see you later. Stay curious, my friends. Bye. Oh, that's that. How do you end this thing? That's it.